Yes, everybody, hello, good afternoon, welcome back to Forever United TV. I'm Adam, welcome along to your evening/afternoon updates. We are also doing Rival Watch. We'll get into that very, very soon. If you are catching up later on, here is all of your news and everything that is going down with Manchester United right now. And the top story, before we get into any of what's happening or happened with our rivals this Sunday, we're bringing you the news on Manchester United's interest in Adam Wharton. Now, of course, Adam Wharton playing today for Crystal Palace against Manchester City. We don't need to talk about Adam Wharton, about his qualities, or tell you exactly what he actually is good at and why Manchester United actually want him. But the news today is the price of Adam Wharton, and that is doing the rounds again. Manchester United reportedly, according to several reports, actually interested in Adam Wharton and are willing to meet the price tag that Crystal Palace have set, which is 80 million plus. We've heard several stories before on Adam Wharton and Manchester United's interest in him. United willing to pay 87 million for him. And that's where the book price is, well, Crystal Palace's price for Adam Wharton anyway. Question is, would you spend 87 million of our budget this summer on Adam Wharton? That's what Palace want. That's what Palace believe they will get, and I kind of agree with them, because there is that gentleman's agreement for Adam Wharton coming out that he can leave this summer for the right price. They're not going to stand in his way. It's going to be a substantial one, like we've just said. His contract is well and truly in the reckoning, and his contract is well and truly, it's got room, let's just say, for Crystal Palace to demand what they want. That's the pulling power, and that's the problem that most clubs are going to have with Crystal Palace going into the summer negotiating, I feel, because he is a player that everybody is going to be after. Anybody in that top four, I think anybody who's got aspirations of challenging for major trophies next season, I think he's going to be all on for the Adam Wharton deal. And I do believe that this is a deal Manchester United would like to do. We keep hearing between Favour, Wharton and Elliot Anderson. These are Man United's top targets now. But there's been more and more talk recently about about Adam Wharton being what Manchester United ideally want. Now, I don't know which way this is going to go. How many of these three Manchester United are actually going to go for as well? The latest on Wharton has come out from the Guardian, and they're stating that Adam Wharton's value from Crystal Palace is 80 million upwards. Now, that's the start price. And obviously, they're looking to try and get a bidding war going with Manchester United showing interest. Real Madrid and Manchester City, they're the big players, but Manchester City pushing across to Elliot Anderson. Do Manchester United feel like City have got the better opportunity with Elliot Anderson? City are not going to buy both. The fact that there's three good midfielders, very, very good midfielders out there this summer, gives Manchester United a chance. I actually feel like United would go for Wharton and Anderson ahead of Favour, but they know that Carlos Favour is going to be gettable no matter what. I think Favour is now in reserve, and United are confident they'll get that deal done. But they want one of the other two. This is how I read the situation anyway. And I think this is going to be an interesting scrap when it comes to it, because we've heard Liverpool are also interested in Wharton. I don't think Wharton would go to Real Madrid, though. I don't think that's the right move. I don't think his people would push him there. I don't think he would play. Personally, I don't think he would get enough game time there. Manchester United and the importance of United getting into Europe this season is clear, to attract players like Adam Wharton, to attract players like Elliot Anderson. These are the players that Manchester United are targeting. It's all good and well, but the lure and the appeal of Manchester United is now under question because of the competitions that we're playing in compared to our competitors and our rivals. And that's the problem United have got right now. So if we want Wharton, we need to get into the Champions League. We can do that, and we do need a little bit of luck, obviously, to get there as well. If United can get into the Champions League, I think we've got the pick. I think the options United offer these players in terms of their game time and their roles in the side are crucial. They're vital, in fact. Manchester United, according to more reports, again, and there's more reports on Xerxes this morning, they're willing to let go of these. They might not let these players go in January. Manchester United would only do a deal for Joshua Xerxes, like we discussed last night, if there was a definite sale at the end of the season, because all funds are going towards Manchester United's midfield. That's where Manchester United's business lies, and that's what's going to happen this summer transfer window. So that is there for Manchester United to attack. That's there, and that's the priority. So anybody sold is going towards that. It's not so much a sell a player at wing back or defence or midfield or attack and swap them with the equivalent. Everything United are doing this summer is going in stages. Ruben Amorim was talking earlier on, again, in another interview that's been released today on the Sunday, about how Manchester United addressed the forward line and the goal side of things in the summer. It's stage by stage through each summer transfer window. There's a priority area. Everything goes into that first of all. Nothing else comes near it until that is sorted. United went out and got Sesko, Cunha and Mbeumo. And then we went to Carlos Baleba, couldn't quite get the deal done, had enough just to rectify the goalkeeping situation. Priority number one is midfield, and everything is going into that. Zirkzee sold, Mainu sold, whatever it is, Agate, any of the players leaving, big contract players not getting renewals, it's all going towards getting the midfielders. United want two of Elliot Anderson, Baleba or Adam Wharton. They want them deals to happen. I think, and I want your opinions on this, so get into the chat as well. If you are live with us right now, then please do get into the live chat as well. But I feel like it is Carlos Baleba's bottom. United know they've got him. I think they want one of the other two. I think they would go for Wharton because Baleba gives them that, I think Baleba gives them that energy, strength and pace. And Adam Wharton gives them that control and tempo. I don't know if the combined two of them is what Man United want to replace Bruno Fernandes. That would be a dynamic which is, well, I wouldn't say unrivaled, but different to anybody else's in this league. You would say that they were two holding midfielders essentially, but both do get forward and create as well. And that's the energy levels that Manchester United need in midfield. So that would be a different dynamic. I think if United did get them too, they would go all out for a left attacking wing back as well. Because then your attacking players, you would have at least five of then if you've got two more defensive type midfielders who can still move forward but are predominantly not Bruno type players. So to replace Bruno Fernandes, Manchester United need to bring in a midfielder or a combination of a midfield that works in that area, but then we lose the attacking, we gain the attacking prowess on the left-hand side. You'd have Ahmad, you'd have another attacking similar player to Ahmad on the other side, on the left. So there's your two wide attacking players. You've got controlling midfielders in the middle in Baleba and Wharton, which gives you the extra defensive side of things as well. And then your three forwards. Half of your team is attacking, half of your team is looking after that defence, but is a perfect link up to the forward line as well. Does it make sense? I think I kind of made sense with that there on that one. But yeah, Wharton is a top target. We know United are willing to go that far and spend that money. And then I think Baleba is in reserve. I think Baleba comes no matter what in the summer, and it's one of the other two. This is how it's sort of looking. I want to get your opinions on that, everybody, as well. But Zirkzee has representatives meeting in London apparently today, according to Corriere dello Sport as well. That news is circulating also, and they are still pushing. Even though Manchester United is saying no, they are really pushing. Does this give United an advantage to work a deal here, which is a clearer obligation to buy Joshua Zirkzee at the end of the season, if he's loaned or not? We'll see how United use this, and if they do use it to their advantage money-wise. Zirkzee, I feel, would be a player that moves at the end of January, obviously because the AFCON competition is going on. United are not going to let anybody go if anyone comes back from AFCON injured. Mainly Ahmad and, of course, Brian Mbeumo. So that's the situation as it is at the moment. United will spend on Wharton and will go all in on Adam Wharton, but there obviously needs to be a positional finish for United to get Wharton. What happens past that? Then it's murky waters. We don't know. Maybe it's an Angelo Stiller type of player who comes in to Manchester United alongside Baleba. We don't know. But if United do well this season, then you're looking at an absolute bonanza of a summer in that midfield area. That is clear, I think, and that, I think, is everything for Manchester United. They have a target, they know what they need, and that is what they're going to push for with everything that they've got. And that includes moving players on and moving players that they really feel are surplus to requirements. I think that's important to get clear as well on that one. Please do get your comments in on the news there on Adam Wharton. Would you go all out for Adam Wharton, or would you try for another midfielder? How far up the priority list is Wharton for you? Get your comments in, of course. Please do make sure that you also like the video, and of course, make sure that you hit that subscribe button as well, everybody. Right, let's move on to the games. Let's move on to Rival Watch then, people, and let's get involved in this now because there are some big games today which do have an impact on Manchester United and our, well, let's call it fight for top 5, shall we? That's how we've labelled it anyway. We've got the full fixture list and breakdown of all of the games today. It's going to be an absolute bonanza. And again, another part of the channel which we're starting to do more and more in is Rival Watch, analysing our players. We will be on Adam Wharton Watch today because he is in the side. He is in the lineup for Crystal Palace against Manchester City. In fact, I'll come into the live chat very soon, but first of all, let's just give you the lineups here for the day and everything that's going on with all of the games. All the 2 o'clock kickoffs in particular is what we are following at the moment anyway. So let's bring these up and let's have a look at what we've got today. Starting with the Crystal Palace team to play City. As you can see on your screen there, Henderson in goal, Richards, Leroux and Gehi across the back, Klein, Wharton, Kamada and Mitchell in the middle, and Assar, Yeremy and Mateta in a front three-prong attack. Very similar to our man Ruben Amorim's again. So let's see how a tired Crystal Palace side go up against a tired Manchester City side after their exploits in Madrid. Donnarumma in goal for City, Nunez, Diaz, Guardiola and O'Reilly across the back with Bernardo Silva, Gonzalez and Reinders in the middle three. And then you've got Shirky, Foden and Haaland as the main attacking threat. That seems to be City's new dynamic at the moment. Shirky, Foden and Haaland seems to be what is getting Manchester City all of these goals. And you can think to how many they've actually scored. I think it's 11 in the last 3. With Manchester City, what was it, 5-4 against Fulham, and then they had the 3-2 against Leeds, so it's 3-2 Leeds, 5-4 Fulham, and then they've gone in and beaten, obviously, Sunderland last time out 3-0 as well. So, yeah, very interesting in terms of Manchester City now, having ground out them 2 tough games against Fulham and Leeds, which you'd expect them to cruise. Then they've sort of settled themselves out, scraped the wins, which they did, and now, moving forward, smashed Sunderland and were deserved winners of that game. And now looking a lot better and looking at a real threat. Arsenal, like the video print is still up from yesterday's games, as you can see at the bottom of your screen there. Look at them scores there. My God, that Arsenal game last night. City would have actually been top of the league if they won today if Arsenal didn't score that goal. If Arsenal did not get that second own goal of the game from Mascara, then Arsenal could have been second today. That's how crazy this Premier League is. The so-called best Arsenal team in so many years, with 2 players for every single position, actually floundering and struggling to beat that Wolves side. Pretty poor from Arsenal yesterday, but they got the win. And the table, as you can see on your screen, looks exactly as it was before. City cannot go top now. They can just close the gap again. Back to 2 points against Arsenal, but Crystal Palace at home are a tough nut to crack, unless you're United. But then again, last time out, Crystal Palace lost a game was after a European week. They've had that again this week, but so too have City. So where's your money on this one, people? Let me know. Get into the comments section. I'll bring up a few of your comments on this as well. Do let me know what you're thinking. Let me know where you see this game going. It's going to be a tight one. Very tight. I think I still cannot. I've got Crystal Palace's home form fighting against their poor form after European games. Manchester City's record at Crystal Palace not being the best and a tough nut to crack. Them also playing in Europe this season. I honestly don't know which way it's going to go. City might sneak it. I've gone 2-2 in this game, by the way. That's my bet, and that's what I see happening in it. But you get me your comments in, everybody. Let me know what you're thinking, please. And we'll get them up on the screen as well. I'm going for a draw. Tim is saying as well, Dan Ballard at Sunderland, we need to be looking at him in the summer as Maguire's replacement for me. It's still 1 season, though. Let's see if he can continue it, I would say. Sadly, you know what, Arsenal will always be the bridesmaid and City will win the league title again. Groan, says, says the Dark Knight. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with the title race. I think Arsenal too will bottle it now. it's getting too close, and Arsenal are looking pretty poor at the moment. I mean, how the hell does a squad like that struggle to break down Wolves? Manchester United knocked 4 past them at Molineux. I know that, obviously, Wolves are just going to put up a big defensive display against Arsenal and go all-out defensive mode, but they somehow managed to outshoot Arsenal in that first half, and for the majority, it's not until Arsenal got a bit desperate that they actually started to come back into that game yesterday. So that one is one that's, I feel, going to just, with the European games now going through December into January, I think that will hit Arsenal, because Arsenal's fixtures in January are big, big games. They have some absolute doozies in January. If Arsenal get through January, I would feel more comfortable, and as an Arsenal fan, I would feel a little bit more confidence that they could get it done, but I'm not there. I'm definitely not there. I need to see more from Arsenal now. Good starts, had that great run, not conceding goals. Now goals are flying in. Anyone scoring past them all of a sudden, now that they've got that disruption in defence, I just don't think they have got the mentality for it. That's the problem. Eric says United are looking better, but still not top 6 this season. I disagree. I think we'll get top 5. I'm going all out. Look, it's a bit of a bold shout. I know it is, but still, I have to back my own team. I do have to back my own team. Keep your predictions coming in. I'm going to go through the rest of the games now. So let's go through Forest team first of all, because it's Forest against Spurs. Another game that does affect Manchester United today, because obviously Spurs could go ahead of United with a win. So it is important. Goalkeeper change for Tado in goal for Nottingham Forest. Savona, Milenkovic, Morello and Williams across the back. Elliot Anderson, Sangare, Gibbs White, Amari Hutchinson on the right hand side. Callum Hudson-Odoi on the left, with Igor Jesus up top on his own for Forest. Spurs line up with Vicario in goal, Porro, Romero, Van der Ven and Jed Spence, Gray, Bentancur, Kudus, Simmons, Colomwani and Richarlison for Spurs. That's their game and that's their lineups. The big one today also is the derby between Sunderland and Newcastle. So let's bring up the teams for that game. Sunderland's Rovs in goal. Nordic Ballard. They've not got the full names on my buddy screen here, these ones either. So I'm just going to go Mandava. I'll say them as best as I can. Sadiki, Xhaka in the midfield. Lafi, Talibi, Traore. Traore is the one who had that glaring miss at Old Trafford early doors, remember it? And Brobby up front. Newcastle sides for this game: Ramsdale, Livramento, Thiaw, Byrne, Hall, Bruno Gomes, Tonali and Miley in the midfield. Alanga, Voltameda and Gordon up top. The other game at 2 o'clock is at the Olympic Stadium between West Ham and, of course, Aston Villa. Another one of them teams in and amongst it with us at the top of the table. I say top of the table. I'm trying to big up Manchester United's chances here with this one. Ariola in goal for West Ham, Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Todibo and Diouf across the back. Mageson in midfield with Potts. Mageson in midfield with Potts. I think that's how you say his name. Anyway, sorry if I've got that wrong. Somerville. Stop flicking off my screen, West Ham, for God's sake. Somerville. Lucas Paqueta. Matthias. Oh, who is that player there? The names kill me on this stream builder here because it doesn't say the full names on the screen. It doesn't fit them on. Should just go with the surnames. Jared Bowen up front. I'll come back to that one in a minute as the games go on. Anyway, and I'm just trying to flash through these quickly before the games kick off. Sorry, everybody. Bizot in goal for Villa. Cash. Lindelof plays today. Konza and Matson across the back four. Kamarov, Anana, Tillemans, McGinn, Rodgers and Ollie Watkins for Aston Villa. That pretty much finishes all of the lineups. We're going to concentrate on City Palace. You guys get into the chat and tell me which game you would like to be watching or which game you are actually watching as well today, because there is so many to pick from, so many important games as well for us as United fans to be keeping an eye on also. So Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what game you're watching. What's the standout fixture today? In terms of the reckoning for Manchester United, I think Man City Crystal Palace is probably the bigger game. But obviously, the biggest game of all has to be the Tyne-Way derby, doesn't it? Because that is, I can't remember the last time that they actually played in the Premier League as a derby, Sunderland against Newcastle. So that, again, is a huge game for the North East. And just looking at the tables popping up on my screen right now, and we'll keep our table up on the screen there, fully updated for you. So that will be live, and we'll keep you fully up to date as the games and the goals go through. So we'll keep a check on all of the games. Has anybody got any bets on today? Of course, don't forget as well, we do indeed have our latest prediction league up and running. I will drop the link in the live chat now for you all. I'm just going to drop it in quickly so you've got it. Right. Prediction league is in there right now. This is for the game tomorrow between Manchester United and Bournemouth. The predictions are in, everybody. What I'll do, I'll just have a fiddle around with it now and I'll get it up on the screen so you can actually see the options that we've actually got. That we've got today. So bear with me a second, everybody. Let's bring it up on the screen in a moment. We'll just flick back across to this platform so we've got it. And we'll get all of your predictions up on the screen for you. Bear with me one moment. Okay, this should have it all up there now. Right. All right, so your predictions for tomorrow, here they are. This is a bit presumptuous as well from the Big Up boys here, because they're saying that Benjamin Sesko is in. Brian Mbeumo will score a goal or get an assist. I think I'll go with that one. His last game, he's definitely going to score in his last game before AFCON. Antoine Semenyo will score or get an assist. He's out of form. So I'm going to say no on that one. Benjamin Sesko will score a goal or get an assist. I'm definitely going to say no on that one. There's your free bet right there, everybody. Also, the score will be tied or level at half-time. Don't know. This is all for you to pick. I will be doing another show tomorrow on this where we'll be doing my predictions. So we'll get that set. Will Bruno score? Will Joshua Zirkzee score? Will there be more than 3 goals in this game as well? Going off the last few Man United against Bournemouth games, you'd be safe to actually put that bet on. 3, 4, 3 are the goals that have gone in the last few games. So, yeah, that will be interesting as well. So, get on to that link in the chat, everybody. Join that leaderboard, and we'll go through more of that later on tomorrow as well, ahead of the game. So, give me your predictions in there. Join our league. Be with a chance of winning at least 300 quid if you make the right picks. You only have to pick 2 to play the game. Then just put as little as you want in terms of a bet. Obviously, the more that you pick, the more that you say yes or no to, the better chance you've got of winning big. And you can, of course, play for free as well, because we want you to gamble aware and make sure that you spend to your means and don't go over the top. Please, everybody. Players currently heading out of that weird makeshift corner at Crystal Palace. It is a strange one, isn't it? Yeah, it's probably one of the most old school grounds in the Premier League now. Get some predictions in, please, as well, everybody. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what score you're going for as well, please, in this one. Who's going to score? I've got a couple of side bets on, which I'll keep you all updated with as the games go on today. Let me know what you're thinking. Don't forget, click on that link for the prediction game as well, everybody. Pop a like on the video as well, everyone. Extra content for you all today here on FUTV. Rival Watch is in full effect. I can see the Palace fans all getting a little bit excited there. I don't, like I said before, with Palace, I don't know. I don't know where they're going to be today. I think first half is going to be key in this game. I'm only using the Man United game when we played Palace at Selhurst Park, because that was obviously after they played in Europe. United had a full week off. They looked tired. Are City more accustomed to playing midweek and then coming in and playing a game to what Crystal Palace are? Is that going to be the deciding factor today in this one? We'll see, won't we? We will see. I'm not going to put the scoreboard up. I'll just have all the scores on the side of the screen actually there for you all, unless you want the scoreboard up for this game. Give me your thoughts on all of them as well, because we can flick across to all of the different games as well here on the Rival Watch. So make sure you keep your comments coming in on the other games. I think I'll be flicking between all of them, to be honest. There's so much. I'm actually fancying a bit of a... I'm fancying a bit of a shock with the West Ham game. I don't know why. Something's telling me that Nuno's going to get something out of that West Ham and Aston Villa game today. I just feel like he is. Duke New. We'll keep all of the games. What we'll do, we'll just have all the scores down the right-hand side for every single game. So now we've seen all of the teams, we don't need to mess around with that. We'll take the stats out of that and we'll just look at the stats as it goes on. So there are all of your games on the side. All of the goal scorers will be going across the bottom of your screen as well on the video printer as well, everybody. So your Super Sunday action starts here. What was my bets, actually? I think I went in on the Man City game. I'll keep you updated as the games go on. I've actually gone with a couple of different results there. So I've done two different types of bets, and I'll tell you which one comes in as we go along. Because one of them did involve all of the home teams winning their games today. We'll see. We'll see. I'll sit you in that kit that I don't like either. Not sure about them socks at all for that Manchester City kit. Just checking through news as well. I'll keep you updated with anything that's going on with Man United as the game goes on. I'll keep an eye on the news and everything that's happening. But yep, about to kick off in all the 2 o'clock kickoffs, everyone. The table is live as well on your screen. So no need to check on your phone or on your computers anywhere else. That will just automatically update. We are underway in every game now. Kickoff has passed, and away we go with our Super Sunday afternoon, everyone. I was buzzing when United beat Palace that day. Me and James were in here doing the watch along. It was like total shock factor. I think that's where we are with United at the moment. I fully believe that we're in that just early chance there. Offside. We're in that. I said this in the morning show earlier on as well. Prove to us that you are that team. Prove to us that he can't be offside. It's come off the City player. Anyway, chance is gone. Yeah, in terms of Man United, it's now sit back and try and enjoy the ride. Try and actually take something out of it. Hope United can actually, like we said earlier on, be that team. Oh my God, City are in early doors here. They've just carved open Palace here. And then it's wasted by Núñez. Very, very, very quick start to the game. Still can't believe Klein is actually playing at this level. I never rated him. Never rated him when he was in his prime, to be honest, or so-called prime. Prime Klein. When did that ever happen? I don't know. I don't think it did it? City's high press has got Palace rattled early doors in this one. We are, if you are just tuning in, keeping an eye on all the 2 o'clock kickoffs. Every single one of the afternoon 2 o'clock kickoffs today impacts Manchester United in some way in the table. So all the games, as you can see there, are top priority for us today here on FUTV. We're keeping a closer eye on the City at Palace game. And please do give me your thoughts on anything else that's going on with the other games. We're going to be flicking across between all of them. It's going to be an interesting one today. Yeah. City started with a bit of a swagger in this one. Why is Newcastle and Sunderland rivals? Because they can both overtake United with a win today. Rival watch. Fighting for them European places. Newcastle are in it. Villa are in it. Spurs can affect us. And if these results all go one way today, Manchester United could drop below quite a few of these teams. So it is important for us. But look at it this way. Villa can move further away from us. We're playing Villa next week, so we're keeping an eye on them. Obviously, it's Man City and Crystal Palace who are both ahead of us. So we need a result out of this one somewhere along the line. And, of course, you've got Spurs who can take us. They should get beaten by Forest today. And Newcastle. Newcastle are one of the form teams in the league at the moment. We don't want them getting ahead of steam and catching us up. First goal of the day. I told you there'd be a shock at the Olympic Stadium, didn't I? I told you, I did. And there you go, right at the bottom of your screen. In the first minute, it's Matías Fernandes, the guy I couldn't see actually on the team sheet who has got the goal. How ironic is that? West Ham in the first minute, 1-0 against Villa. Good news for United. That's our team who are playing next week. And of course, gives us a chance to catch Villa up if that result stays the same there. So, so far, so good. And on my bet of all the home teams winning, that was the one that I was worried about the most. Probably on this City game as well here today. But look, bit of a shocking start for Unai Emery's team there. I had a feeling with West Ham and Aston Villa because that game in the week, Villa playing European football, Nuno is a swine for that. And just getting his team in the perfect condition, ready to play a team that's already played. So, first goal of the day, and it's come early in that game at the Olympic Stadium. Let's just check what that has done for the league table as well when it pops back up on the screen, because obviously West Ham are in that relegation fight as well. So it helps us at the top. And Villa are on 30 points at the moment. So as you can see there, Villa on 30 points. If it stays the same way, Man United can go 2 points behind them. So that's interesting. West Ham now into 16th. And good thing for us is that Leeds have actually dropped into the relegation zone now. Again, if Leeds lose to Brentford in that 4:30 kickoff today, then Leeds are well and truly back down in the dumps again, which is all good for Man United fans anyway, isn't it? But yeah, big results on the way early doors today. Let's just, I need to keep an eye on my actual bets that I actually had as well. With yeah. Everything looks good so far. I did have a lot of goals in this Crystal Palace City game. I think that was one. Went 2-2 in this one. Let's see. Let's see how good my predictions are for this weekend. Got to know my predictions. I did this, and I do this on Football Talks as well. So I'll have a little sneak, because I usually cover this on the other channel, Football Talks. I went with Chelsea to beat Everton 2-1. So I've already got the result right in that one. I went 1-1 with Liverpool and Brighton, so I got that wrong, obviously, because they beat Brighton 2-0 yesterday. I had Fulham to beat Burnley. Fulham beat Burnley. 2-1 I went with. I had Arsenal to beat Wolves. Obviously, Arsenal did beat Wolves. Just. I had it as a more convincing result, though. It didn't happen. I had City 2-2 today. I had Sunderland 2-1 against Newcastle. Forest 2-1 against Spurs. I actually went a surprise, which was West Ham to draw 2-2 with Villa. That was my prediction on that one. Vardiol is down, sparkled at the moment on the deck. I've not seen what happened in here, but there's a stopping play right now on this one. Brentford to smash Leeds 3-0 and United to draw 1-0 with Bournemouth was my bets at the start. So, yeah, not bad. Not bad from me. I've had some stinkers of weekends on my predictions recently. Just not happening at all. But then again, this is probably the worst season. Tuchel's in the crowd. Digging into his sweet packet. Go on, what have you got in there, Tommy? What's he digging out here? Come on. Man, he's fussy about his sweets. He was looking for the cola bottle, I think. I was saying a minute ago, this is probably the worst season to ever predict the obvious. Because it's just not happening this season. There's so many surprises throughout the games and what's happening this season, isn't there? Guardiola's still down. Palace v Brighton became a derby because of a personal spat between... Oh, yeah, it's a load of crap, that derby. It's not a derby. Furthest thing from a derby. It's like Graham's explaining there in the chat. It's a load of crap. Lauren's saying Sunderland are going right at Newcastle in the early stages. In fact, let's have a quick game. Don't understand why the game isn't on my screen at the moment. Well, we will keep an eye on everything that's going on in the other games. Just having a flick through. That massive delay in the City game. And we're back on the way at least now anyway. Jesus. Yep, still just the one goal so far. Checking over everything. Yep. A draw for United in this game here is a very good result. No, Villa have equalised. That did not last long, did it? Chance for Palace. Sa, Mateta, no. Still on the edge of the box. Shot comes in and just wide. It was Klein who came pile driving in at the back stick. Villa are level. Ollie Watkins. West Ham's lead lasted all 8 minutes. And Villa are back in it again. First time Palace have actually ventured forward in this game, though. Like my bet for my predictions for the West Ham game, high scoring draw. Haaland just about 3 defenders around him. Palace get it away. Game is settled for Palace at least. That big delay with Guardiola down has definitely settled in. Palace, City were well on top at that point. Having a quick look across to that West Ham and Villa game. I've just gone straight across to the Villa and West Ham game, and you see irate Emery on the sidelines already. Have a little scoot across to the Sunderland game. That one looks like an interesting one. Let's get a check on that. You can get a vibe for the game as soon as you turn it on, can't you? It just looks like an absolutely mint atmosphere at the Stadium of Light. I heard him talking about it on the radio as well earlier on. This is a massive game for Sunderland because they lose half of their team to AFCON. Just so you're aware, the early possession in the Sunderland game against Newcastle is 78% possession to Sunderland. There is a definite bit between the teeth sort of mentality going on here for Sunderland today anyway. Knocking. Free kick coming in from Xhaka here on this one. Just going to stick with this for a minute as Sunderland are attacking. Oh, God, that's a good cross. Right, corner to Sunderland. What are your other predictions for today, chat, by the way? Get them in. Let me know what you're thinking. Give me the 4 for the 2 o'clocks. Let me know. For Sunderland, flick back stick. Cross. Good defending from Newcastle. Flicker back across to the City Palace game for a bit. Get back to our main one. This is the most impactful one for us anyway. Palace look like they've definitely come back into proceedings anyway. Said it a minute ago, when Guardiola went down, City were miles on top. And I think the break has just settled Palace. Passing it a lot better through City's press. They just had a nice little move there, which has come to nothing, but you can see that they've definitely taken that break and used it, and they're definitely more settled in now anyway. How is everyone's weather, by the way? Like, seriously, right now, Manchester, it just does not stop raining. And I know everyone would say, well, Manchester rains all the time, Adam. What are you talking about? My God, the rain at the moment, it is so glum and miserable. It is the perfect day to stay in and just watch football. It's awful. I can hear it now. We're out after this in Altrincham for something to eat this afternoon. I've already been out for breakfast, by the way. It's a proper gallivanting day for me and Kaz today. My God. What's everyone else up to? Leo's watching the sun. Oh, Palace are in! Oh, you absolute donkey! You have got to score that absolutely clean through when he's hit the bar. Oh, my God. It's Jeremy. Is he on? Oh, it would have been tight for offside. Clean through, can't get it down. Donnarumma goes to ground. And he's hit it. It's too high. It's off the bar and into the crowd. Oh, my God. That was a great opportunity for Palace. And they're coming forward again. Mateta this time. Oh, he's airshotted it. He just completely aired it. He's about 16 yards out. City couldn't clear the lines. Brilliant play. Brilliant play. Jeremy, no, it's oh. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. But A bit of a mad couple of minutes for Man City going on right now. Palace have won the ball back high again. City are all over the place here. Kamada's causing all sorts of problems in Manchester City's build-up play from the back here. Jeremy should have scored, though. I mean, how he's not, I do not know. It was so easy because Donnarumma had gone to ground. He had the whole goal to aim at, and he just hit it above him. It's cracked the bar and gone over the top. Palace should be 1-0 up here. God knows how they're not, but they're the chances that they're probably going to ruin this game because, if anything, it's going to spur City. City are having a really, really crap 5 minutes here. Nothing's working out. They can't get Foden and Haaland into the game. Shirkey's struggling. It was a brilliant ball from Adam Wharton, by the way. Picks it up in the centre circle. Sees the run off the back from Jeremy in between the fullback. I think it was Guardiola and Nunez. He's made a good run there, Jeremy, cut inside, but perfect pinpoint pass through ball from Adam Wharton there to set that one up. That should have been 1-0. Brilliant. But again, when you play Man City and you don't take chances, you're always fearing the reaction from it, and it's not enough. Thanks for that weather update, Graham. I'm glad your weather is nice, matey. At least someone's got something that you can do outside today. You can't do anything in Manchester at the moment. You can tell Palace have been worked on by the manager. It's like every time a ball breaks into a certain area and one of the holding midfielders, whether it be Kamada or Adam Wharton, get it, they're playing the same ball through every time. Like it's not like they're telepathically in tune or know exactly where Mateta is going to be, but it's a clear tactic that if you've got the ball in this area and there's a City press, ping that ball through the middle and Mateta knows where to be. It's like he doesn't even have to get his head up. It didn't work that time. I just watched it now. Adam Wharton tried to play a ball through, but it does look like that's the get out because there isn't much in terms of the wide options up front for Mateta because obviously for Palace because they're penned in a little bit by City. But Mateta's obviously an easy out ball because he's a beast. But that ball through the middle, you can tell it's been worked on there. It's clever. It's like, if you're in trouble, don't worry. Oh, City have lost it again. Gonzalez this time. Jeremy again. Oh, he's tucked inside this time. He's been bundled over. No penalty. He took about 3 City players on there. No one else. Gonzalez is having a right stinker in the midfield. And Jeremy is causing City all sorts of problems. He moves Gonzalez out the way. He gets past Foden easily. Foden having to drop right back to try and get into the game. And it's just not clicking for City at the moment. I love saying things like that. No scores in the other games at the moment. It is just the West Ham 1, Villa 1. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes in that one. Draws across the board right now. Oh, well played, Adam Wharton again. This time on Phil Foden. You can see Haaland physically putting his hands up and telling his teammates, calm down. It's a little bit rushed and panicked by Manchester City at the moment, and it isn't going their way. A few individual errors, and Pep won't be happy, but Palace are definitely growing into the game. You can talk about the 3-4-3 that Oliver Glasner plays, but you can actually see it on the screen here in play. In and out of possession, that formation changes. It is a constant 5 at the back when City have got the ball. And it is difficult to get any width at all against Crystal Palace when they play it that way. It's forcing City into the middle. Everything has been through the middle, and it's just being crowded out at the moment. The actual wide centre-backs, so your left and right centre-backs in Glasner's system, actually don't play too central. They're acting as actual full-backs in a way. Just very tight. And then when they come in to meet the middle centre-back, the wing-backs then drop and create that back 5. But it's like if anyone gets past one of the wing backs, the centre-back is straight out wide and they cover it. It's well drilled and it's well coached. You can see it. You can see every single one of the Palace players knows. The problem that Palace have got is, are they going to tire again? Because they're having a very similar game to what they had against Man United when we played them a couple of weeks ago. Very good first half, but you know what's coming. They'll be hoping that Manchester City, after being out in Madrid in the week, are going to be the same. But like I said at the start, City are a lot more accustomed to playing 2 games a week. Great vision from Wharton again. Pick out Mitchell. Palace are playing some lovely football. Oh, there's a ball through here. Sarr. Still Sarr gets his shot. Oh, he doesn't. It's a shot come cross, but they've split the City line again there, causing City all sorts of problems. Kamada's having... Crystal Palace's midfield is having an absolutely brilliant game. Wharton and Kamada are more than enough for Gonzalez and Reinders right now. And Sarr got stuck in 2 minds, cross or shot, ended up going right across and to nobody. Palace in control. Quite comfortable as well at the moment. The question for the chat right now, are Palace actually contenders for the top 5 this season? Is that realistic? Or is that a little bit far-fetched? I mean, look, they got into Europe last season. Obviously, FA Cup and all of that. But Palace are growing as a team. If someone came and invested into Palace and gave them a little bit more, they could be a real threat. But then again, is this summer's transfer window going to be the one when they run out of players? Obviously, being a selling club, they lose their players. Obviously, Eza, Elise, the last 2 seasons. Mateta, possibly Adam Wharton this summer window as well. It's going to get to a point where Palace run out of players and it can't continue. This happened to Southampton constantly. Bringing through academy players. It was just a constant. In the end, they sold them all and they ran out. Mateta's he's just taking the mick out. Oh, you're offside, Sarr. You're a mile offside, surely. Put the flag up, please. Yep. They've waited for Yamina to actually have the shot there. But Mateta's bullying City midfielders and defenders right now. Does my head in. Gehi as well, Daz. Great point in the comment section there. Gehi, Wharton, Mateta. That is the spine of your side. I don't think Palace survived that. Investment has to come this summer into Palace. Definitely, they're going to recoup there from nothing from Gehi because he's going on a free. Could be a mistake. Mateta's got 1 year left on his contract after this season because he triggered that extra year. You're not going to get loads for him at his age. Adam Wharton, you're going to get 80 million plus. They should get over 100 million. That needs to be spent. Just seeing out this attack here from City. Comes to nothing. DJ Dark Knight says, I admire Palace. They always seem to produce great players. Great recruitment, good academy. That's what Crystal Palace have. You look at Mitchell coming through the ranks. You look at, going back, Wilfried Zaha, of course, as well. You had Wan-Bissaka who came through at Crystal Palace. They are a proper feeder club for a lot of the big guns. Yeah, he's obviously going to make his mark when he moves to potentially Liverpool. West Ham, no way! Seriously, West Ham again back in front. 2-1 to the Hammers. Gerard Bowen on the 24th minute. And Aston Villa again creaking after a European game. The in-form team in the league being pegged back twice now by West Ham. West Ham back up to 16th again, holding their own in that one. That is a real game. My prediction for that game, by the way, was 2-2. I'm on here. I'm on for the Villa and West Ham game right now. City just having a good couple of minutes here. Still no other goals in any of the games. It's only West Ham versus Villa with the goals right now. West Ham, who'd have thought? It's a good draw, doesn't it, that Old Trafford? Only joking. Oh, that was a nasty one on the edge there. Who's taking who out there? Richards has flattened Gonzalez there. That's a real gut shot, that one. Edge of the box, dangerous position this for City when Gonzalez gets himself back up. Looks like he's just checked him, stood his ground, and Gonzalez has just gone pile driving right into Richards. I'd say about, 23, 25 yards out here. Left-hand side of the 18-yard box. Cherky territory. Who else would take this for Manchester City? Foden, Cherky. I don't think Haaland's going to be on it. My bet is Cherky anyway. Yep, I think it was right. It's Foden and Cherky that are over it now. Let's see. I pray for a no, but this is 25 yards left of the 18-yard box. Cherky over it, four-man wall in. Exact same position that Mason Mount scored from when United played. Oh, it's Foden. And it's saved by Dean Henderson. First effort on goal for City in the game, that I think. And it's offside as well from the rebound. So it looked like a pretty simple save. They've reversed it. It's probably going wide. Actually, it's not on target. I don't think. It may hit the post. Yeah, and Reinders is offside from the rebound. But that's the only thing City have really done so far. So, comfortable again for Palace and going quite well. No other goals. Nothing to report at all. Games are tight all over the place. The more I watch this game, I actually feel like there's a really good chance here for Crystal Palace in this. I do think that they need to score in the first half. Forest, I told you, Forest are beating Spurs. Next goal has gone in the Premier League this afternoon. I had a feeling. Callum Hudson-Odoi, 28 minutes, 1-0 to Sean Dyche's Forest. That's Spurs losing. Another good result so far. Everything is going United's way so far today on the 2 o'clocks. I would love it to stay like this. That means nobody's actually moving away from us and nobody's catching us up, which is brilliant. And the Thomas Frank affair again, he's kicking in for Spurs. Their away form, which has kept them afloat this season, is now being put under threat as well. But yes, so you can see across the bottom of your screen there, Callum Hudson-Odoi on the 28th minute has put Forest in front. 1-0 up at the City ground. Up to the half-hour mark in most of the 2 o'clock kickoffs now, everybody. And the table is updating. So that's pushed Forest up ahead of West Ham now, who are both winning at the bottom there. So teams that are relegation threatened are having a good day so far. West Ham and Forest both 1-0 up against teams in the, Spurs are not in the top half of the table, but so far, shock of the day is relegation threatened West Ham leading the form team in the league. Champions League placed Aston Villa. I think there's a lot more twists and turns to come today in these games. It's starting out lovely. It's bubbling up nicely now, I think. And I think there's going to be some, definitely the European club teams, Spurs, Newcastle, this game here, Crystal Palace and Man City. Some tired legs, tired minds situations kicking in the second half, and it could open things up. involved in that. I think Graham's just said it himself in the chat there as well. Quite defensive and happy to sit back, the Newcastle side at the moment. Have they given too much respect to Sunderland here? Because they cannot get anything going. Like I said, I'm not fully watching it, but the vibe I'm getting from looking online and gauging everything that's going on in that game, stat-wise and everything like that. Lovely move again here from Palace, and Wharton's right at the centre of it. Have they got... Oh, Wharton's played inside! It's got to be! Oh, my God! Palace need to learn how to finish. Come on, he's offside anyway, but Wharton again. That's the second defence splitting pass he's played now. Let's just check if this was... He is a... Oh... His arm is offside. I don't know if that counts. But, oh, Donnaruma's done his job there again in closing that down. Look, he didn't know he was offside. He's timed his run. It would have been tight. I think he might have just been off, but Crystal Palace are the ones that are creating the clear-cut chances at the moment. Playing some lovely football. I'll tell you what, Glasner, he is a wanted man at the end of this season. He's not going to sign that contract. He's definitely not going to sign that new contract. I don't even think there's one been offered to him, but last year for Oliver Glasner now. So I can't see it. I honestly, why would he if he's not getting the investment and he's going to lose the spine of his side this season? Perfect time to move on, you could say, really, that, isn't it, for Oliver Glasner? Good possession in this game. Let me actually get up the stats for this Palace game. Let's pop them up on the screen. Okay, there you can see it. Possession, it's saying 73% to Manchester City. Oh, I think that's a bit hard. I don't think can't be that. It's never been that in this game. 5 attempts from Crystal Palace shows you exactly. That's a foul, ref. Well seen. Adam Wharton again, absolutely destroying Gonzalez and Reinders in this game. This is an education for these two right now. I'm not just bigging up and blowing smoke up Wharton's arse, I promise, because he's been linked with United, but you only have to watch him here. He did it to him in the. He did it to them in the FA Cup. He is just running the show. He is completely running the show. I don't even have to look online on X or anything like that. But I tell you right now, there'll be United fans watching this game going, you need to get Adam Wharton in Man United's side. He's making everything tick. And again, look at the stats on your screen there. 30% possession, and they've had 5 shots. It's because Palace are being creative with what they do. They're moving the ball very quickly through from defence into attack. There's no slow build-up. It's clinical, and everybody knows where they need to be. It's a good, I think, a good example there of a team actually believing in the tactics and believing in what the manager's asking them, because they're so clued up. There's only going to be tiredness that ruins Crystal Palace in this game. That's it. Free kick. 40 yards out. It's going to be a cross. Jeremy clips it in. Still a bit of head tennis going on. Wharton on the edge of the box. He's going to go for a smash. Bit adventurous, that one. Goes over the top. But another attempt for Crystal Palace. That'd have been a great goal. We connected right with that. Humdinger territory there. Whoa, great closing down. I tell you what, Jeremy is apart from that miss, which he should have scored where he hit the bar, he's had a fantastic game for Crystal Palace so far. Atmosphere sounds like it's definitely up there in the Newcastle Sunderland game. Chance for City if they play the cards right here. Haaland's just caused a nuisance in the middle finally. Jerky, cross, Gay, solid. I would literally, Crystal Palace's spine would transform Manchester United. You give Man United Wharton, Gay and Mateta, that's United challenging. I'd go as far to say that's United challenging. That's how good them three are. Imagine being a Crystal Palace fan now, sat there watching this football this season, getting excited, but at the same time realising that you are going to lose that in the summer. That's difficult to take. That is a tough one, that. I don't know as a fan how I could actually stomach that. No, that'd be a tough one. I suppose that's what it's like being a supporter of, no disrespect, the so-called smaller clubs. Oh, no. Danger over for Palace. Free kick comes to nothing. Has anybody joined the Predictor League yet? Are we on that, everybody? Let me know in the comments section. Has anyone made their prediction bets? Have we got a leaderboard running, actually? Let me double check to see if anyone has. I could actually see the leaderboard up on my screen here. Bear with me 1 second. If we've had any early birds in. Oh, couple in there already. Andy and the Honest Tiger already got their predictions in. Join the boys and get in on the predictions, everybody. The link is in the live chat right there. Get on there right now. Your options out of the 7 predictions, you only have to pick 6 maximum, a minimum of 2. Will Brian Mbeumo score or have an assist tomorrow? Will Antoine Semenyo get a goal or an assist tomorrow? Will Benjamin Sesko get a goal or assist tomorrow? I'm definitely putting that one on as a no. I don't think he'll be playing. The score will be level at half-time, yes or no. Zirkzee will get a goal or an assist. Bruno Fernandes goal or an assist, and then there will be more than 3 goals in this game. Going to be an entertaining Monday night's football, that, isn't it? Cross comes in, Haaland! 1-0 City. For God's sake, I'm blaming Kaz for that one. He just come in the room and City score. Brilliant cross. I'll have a cold one, please. Yeah, ta. Water. In the bottle, yeah. Yeah, you know the one. Oh, God. First shot on target for Man City, 1-0. Haaland, good header. I think it was Reinders with the cross. I need to tell you. A brilliant cross, by the way, unfortunately. Had to be to dissect this Crystal Palace team, but let's watch it back on the replay. Yeah. Oh, no, it's Nunes. It's a good cross from him. He just peels off the back of Richards. Haaland, brilliant centre-forward play. For God's sake. Richards had him, and Haaland's just made 2 steps behind him. Brilliant pinpoint cross. It's impossible for him to not get that on target. Bang. 1-0. 1 shot, 1 goal. Line. Bit of old-fashioned football. Bit of wing play. Has done it for City on that occasion there. Damn it. But that is City leading, and Palace have got to change their game now. It's going to be difficult. Have they got the energy? Oh, looks like Dan Burns having a bit of a spat with Eddie Howe. Being brought off. Joy Lad being brought off in this game is not something you want to happen. 9 touches in the game for Haaland. One of them's a goal. Well, the afternoon's football is livening up a little bit anyway. The goals are now going in. There's only one game without a goal now, and that is the Sunderland Newcastle game. Yeah, what does that do for my bets and my predictions? New a lot, it would seem. Yeah, we need a bit of a turnaround. Oh, is he giving a penalty there? What's he giving? Palace has still got the ball. Mateta's been cleaned out. Good chance that for Crystal Palace. I just looked up off my screen there and Mateta was clean through, being bundled over by Donnarumma. We'll watch the replay back. Doesn't seem to be too much coming from the Palace players, which should tell you everything you need to know. But again, another chance created for Crystal Palace. Finishing is everything, isn't it, in the Premier League? If you don't take your chances, especially against teams like City at the moment, then it's game over. He's just too clinical. He's in again. Mateta. Shot. Save by Donnarumma. Again, just... Oh. They need someone just to hit the back of the net. Like, put something on. Let's just pour me that drink under there. Oh. Yeah, I've got it. I think Donnarumma in that replay definitely plays the ball. I've just watched it now. Yeah, it's good goalkeeping again. It's a great start. I keep saying that. He has had a good start though. City finding space now on the counter. Reinders. Oh, he's done well. And Gehi has done him there. Reinders has took a dive. Shit. Got water all over. Idiot. Jeremy. Dar. Is he onside? Yep, apparently. Mitchell. City are back. Too late. Wharton on the edge. Good ball in. Chance, Jeremy. Chance. Still a chance. He's trying to take the world on. Pull the trigger, son. Pull the trigger. For God's sake, how many times that man has been in the box and just not lashed at it? You take a punt in that position, he's got to hit that ball. He's not, and City come away with it again. But a good response from Palace, by the way. They've definitely got City rattled and concerned at the back. Can't finish the dinner. As it stands, though, City at the moment closing the gap back up to Arsenal. Three minutes of injury time being added on here as we hit half-time, everybody. And my other little side bet in the City game. Already been offered a cash out on that one. That is not happening. I still need the draw to come in this game. Haaland has scored, so that's got me my bet there. Phil Foden. Phil Foden to score part of City's 2 goals. That's what needs to happen. Half time in some of the other games now. Oh, no, not half time yet. Everyone is still playing. Sorry about that, everyone. Jumped the gun a little bit there. This actually has got the makings of being a really good game, this City Palace one now. With City scoring anyway, you're going to get a full-on attacking counter-attack, I think, from City. Palace are going to have to push forward a little bit more. They will soon. Shirky with another little snazzy back heel pass through there. Oh, brilliant centre-forward play from Mateta. Stop, hold the player up, lay it off. Wharton carries it forward. Oh, and then Wharton loses it to Haaland. Haaland doing his job there. Both of these teams need half-time. It's getting leggy. You can feel it just by watching them. There's a few players blowing here right now. Both teams need half-time, and half-time is here. The ref has blown up. So, in terms of the scores at half-time, let's go through all of them, and let's go through some stats from them games as well, because it does look like there is a definite home advantage going on. Let's first of all check out the Forest and Spurs game. Spurs managing to conjure up one attempt on goal in that whole half of football. Forest not doing much better, mind. 50-50 in terms of possession, and it is 2 shots to 1 in favour of Forest. 1-0 up, Hudson-Odoi. The stats in the Sunderland Newcastle game, it's just a stalemate. It's all hot air at the moment. There's been 1 shot on target in the whole game in that one. Again, poor finishing in all of the games, it would seem. Newcastle looks like they're just giving too much respect to Sunderland. They're allowing the Storm to pass, I think it would seem. Best game of the day so far is at the Olympic Stadium, which is West Ham 2, Aston Villa 1. Half-time in that game as well. Goals from Fernandes and Jared Bowen, and 1 back. It was classed as an own goal now from Mavropanos, so it wasn't an Ollie Watkins goal. It's gone down as a Mavropanos own goal for West Ham. So that game is 2-1 to the home side. Forest 1-0 up, City 1-0 up, and 0-0 in the game between Sunderland and Newcastle right now. So the one that looked great on paper is the one that's flattering to deceive right now. It's always the case, isn't it? Always the case. But plenty of time in the second half for things to change. In terms of Adam Wharton watch, by the way, everybody, yes, please, and I'll have double. Wow, great performance from him so far. There's only that 1 error that I've seen from him in the game so far that I've picked out. There was 1 moment where he played a through ball out of desperation through being hounded out from the back that went to a City player. That can happen with anyone in that situation, not just defending him there at all, trying to make him sound better than what he is. But that was a good first half performance from Adam Wharton. Mateta is causing problems like he does with every team in the league. Sarr is effective, not quite in it. Jeremy is causing all sorts of problems for City. The formation, the wing-back setup is causing issues as well for the City back line. And the press has been very intense. It's whether Palace can keep that pressure up. So Adam Wharton is definitely passing with flying colours at the moment. And it looks like another, evenish game over at the City ground between Nottingham Forest and Spurs. I've not watched any of that game so far, so I can't comment on Elliot Anderson, because they're obviously other midfield target. I did watch the Liverpool game yesterday. Got to say, kind of average performance from Carlos Baleba in that one yesterday between Brighton and Liverpool. I think Liverpool just had the bit between their teeth. And probably, if I had to analyse that game, wanted it more than Brighton. But Brighton's problem in that game was finishing the clinical chances. Exactly the same as what we're dealing with here at Crystal Palace today. Just not clinical enough. And if you're not clinical, then you suffer. West Ham, 2 shots, 2 goals. They've scored. Villa have got it all to do. This is the thing. This is how it works. You look at, for instance, Manchester City. They've had 1 shot and it's gone in. And that's how it works. That's how the Premier League is. Unfortunately for Crystal Palace, they're on the other end of that because they have been the better side, I think, in this game. It's evenish, but I would balance it on Palace having the best opportunities. And I think they, if it was 0-0, would have been the happier team going in at half-time, from what I've seen and what I've watched anyway. You can see there on your screen that the table is live and updated as well. So when you look at it, Newcastle not moving anywhere at the moment, staying in mid-table. Tottenham obviously losing. They're down in 12th, so nothing affecting Manchester United at all there. Crystal Palace losing gives United the opportunity to leapfrog them and go level on points with Chelsea in 4th and 2 points behind Villa if their result stays the same, with them being on 30 points in 3rd. And that turns into a pretty big game then at Villa Park next weekend. So just as a scenario, not wanting to jump the gun or curse it or put the hoodoo on this one, but if the results stay the same today and Man United get the win, please, tomorrow night, then we are 2 points off 3rd and level with 4th. That's officially in the mix, isn't it? You can't say anything other than United are in there and competing. So, yeah, I do think that this is turning into be a very important weekend. And then, can you imagine going into Super Sunday next weekend, 2 points separating Manchester United and Aston Villa. That's going to be a tasty old game on Sunday. In fact, Manchester United would have had less preparation time than Aston Villa in that one. I might be thinking Villa are not in the Carabao Cup, aren't they? They got knocked out, didn't they? Let me just double check. I'll make sure. 1 second. Right, Villa are not in the Carabao Cup. They got knocked out. Yes, they did. So their next game is United. So Villa will have more preparation time by a full day. Doesn't really matter to Man United. But the big thing in that one, obviously, is that Man United are going to be missing their key players for that Villa game. Look, get it. Concentrate on Bournemouth first. It only counts if we beat Bournemouth, and everything I've just spoken about there really doesn't matter. Can't help but think it, can you? You can't help but think that there is a great opportunity for Manchester United here. They have to be thinking the same thing, surely. There's going to be so many angry Man United fans tomorrow if United don't take advantage of this next opportunity again. It will be the 5th time to put yourselves into the Champions League places. And as it stands, 5th place is there for Manchester United to take now. If Palace come back, we'll see. It won't be the case. The maximum we could get is 6 if Palace come back in this game and win it. But there's a long way to go in that for Palace to get back up there. But I think it's starting to take shape, isn't it? I mean, you look at the teams. The only surprise, really, I would say, in terms of how I expected this season to go, and then again, no, not be, because Newcastle were crap last time that they were in Europe. So when you look at the league table and you look at the top 6, top 7 teams, there's only really Crystal Palace in there that I would say I wasn't expecting to be there now. Everyone else is starting to make moves and push themselves in. Newcastle being the bottom half is a bit of a shock, but yeah, I would say Aston Villa I would expect it to be in the mix. I think that's probably about right. I would say that's about right. Full second half to come though, and a lot can change. Trying to think of all the different permutations right now. Just off topic, you know, as a half-time conversation while we're doing the watch-along, have you guys seen the... is anyone else like... This is totally off football subject, by the way, but just while we're at half-time, just want to ask other people in the chat, actually. Films, movies, yeah? Crap. How shit are the movies at the moment? Sorry for swearing, but aren't they bad? Like, there's nothing ever on anymore. I remember the days when you used to be able to, like, watch, go to the cinema or whatever, whenever, and there's always be something on. But the release of films and the new films coming out next year, oh my God, actually really good films coming out. The Peaky Blinders movie is coming out next year. That's going to be one that we've got to watch. I'm pretty certain everyone's going to be on that. So the latest Avengers movie, yep, geek, I know, but still like that. The new Dunes one, that's coming out. I'm looking forward to watching that. There's loads coming out next year. So, yeah, finally, it seems to have taken ages after COVID for like movies to get back into normal. And like Netflix is taking over, and people are probably getting paid more to do Netflix movies now than you do normal films and stuff that's coming out at the cinema. But it is crap, innit, at the moment. Please pop a like on the video, everybody on the stream. We're nearly at the 100 like mark. Thank you, everybody. It is a extra bit of content today. I know it's not our usual, but we are going to be doing more of this. The Michael Jackson movie as well. Kaz has just messaged me. Yes, in the spring, Michael Jackson, that movie is coming out as well. That's going to be a blockbuster. That's probably the most anticipated one of all. That's going to be a big one. James has said that in the chat as well there. That's going to be, I think, one that people are really going to be queuing up for, I would say anyway. Let's see. Because half of Hollywood have been locked up, it says Stu. Oh, well, at least Monday night is Donald Duck's... What? Liam's in the Sunderland have surprised me. I didn't expect them to get 24 points this season. Never mind before Xmas. Well, it's not the case yet. I think they're on 24, including today's draw as well at the moment. But it's one of them. If it all goes wrong in the second half, they could be bottom half of the table, and then losing half the team, they could fall away quickly. DJ Dark Knight says, imagine if there was a FUTV pub that no one would ever leave. No, it would be here all the time. Football, football, football. We got you covered, people. Keep your conversations and your comments coming in the live chat, everybody. Get involved in it. So I'm enjoying the Sunday afternoon, actually. We're off out for something to eat after this, and somewhere new in Altrincham that I've never been before, but it looks nice. I'm actually making myself hungry thinking about it now. You know what I'm like, sorry. But yeah, went out for breakfast this morning. Pissing down rain. Can't do anything outside these days. I tell you what, the Christmas markets have been washed out in Manchester this year. All you see online on social media is videos of the Christmas markets being rammed, and you can't even move shoulder to shoulder with people while you're trying to eat your Christmas food. This year is just lashed it down nearly every single day. You struggle to find a day that the weather hasn't been crap this year. I bet they've lost loads of money in trying to put up an outdoor event in Manchester. My God, who would ever do that? But no, it's been a shocker this year. It's been an absolute shocker weather-wise this year. And I feel sorry for him a little bit. Get some more comments coming in as well. Graham, you've got to love the old blockbuster film, mate. Come on. Get involved there. We'll take Graham to the pictures and get him a large popcorn, eh? And we'll put the M&Ms on top for him as well. Give him a little extra treat. I can't have popcorn in the cinema now without the M&M things, by the way. Is anyone else the same on that? That's a go-to every single time now. Got to get the M&Ms. It's just like if you get the popcorn right and it's nice and warm, like it should be, and you put the M&Ms in, you find this sort of like melt in as well. And it turns into a little bit of like chocolate-stained M&M popcorn. It's lovely. Ooh, I miss Blockbuster Video, says Ant. Oh, I didn't ask how old you are, mate, but going off Blockbusters, you must be a similar age to me, actually, then. Blockbusters was king, wasn't it? The old days, my God. Used to know when something was being released and rush to Blockbuster before it ran out of stock, or somebody else rented it for the weekend. That used to be the mindset going into the weekend, didn't it, when you was a kid? Well, when I was growing up anyway. Blockbuster Video, my God. And then they brought in the computer game side of it as well, and used to rent the computer games. I actually remember they used to rent the whole console, so you could only rent like a PlayStation unit and the game with it for a full weekend every week. Every single week. God, yeah. Butter flavoured popcorn with M&Ms. See, I like normal popcorn. I like Butterkist popcorn, but the amount of calories in it is absolutely ridiculous. I know there's, like, if you have a large popcorn, you're still having a lot of calories, but I feel like I can eat more of that because it hasn't got as much in. But then again, adding M&Ms to it probably defeats the object there a little bit, doesn't it? And I'm completely contradicting myself there in terms of the calorie count thing. But yeah, it was, just to go back to the Blockbuster thing again there. No phones, no mobile phones, just running down to the corner shop or to Blockbuster to go and rent out something for the weekend. That used to be the norm. That used to be great. And the cinema, whoa, that was like a little bit of a, what was that? It was a little bit of a treat, wasn't it? At the end of the week, if you got to the cinema. I remember as a kid, one time, one of the best Saturdays I had was, I was in the cinema as a kid, I remember it. I came outside and my dad was waiting for me outside. Didn't know, because we didn't have phones. You can't ring anyone. So my dad was waiting outside. I'm like, oh shit, what have I done? Anyway, he says, got tickets for United, going United now. I was like, boom, what a Saturday. Got tickets for United, Old Trafford. We were playing Leeds. Yeah, I remember the game really well. Stretford End was still being built, so there was no Stretford End. And Eric Cantona played for Leeds, and he pulled off this absolutely ridiculous overhead kick from 18 yards out. Ball in the air, bang, threw it up. You hear Steve Bruce telling the story constantly. I'm pretty certain Steve Bruce scored 2 in that game. I'm sure he did. I'm thinking right back now. Very, very, very early 90s. But Cantona was playing for Leeds, and he pulled off this ridiculous overhead kick. And Schmeichel saved it. It was like the highlight of the game. United won. That was my first ever experience of Eric Cantona and what he could do. And it was like, who is that? Because remember, no social media, no extra videos, online footage or anything like that. The only way you got to know about any player was by going and watching football matches. And I remember it, not because United won, because of Cantona in that game for Leeds. And then when we signed him, and it was later that season, I'm sure we signed him late that season. Was the season after? Oh, going back, I'm sure we signed him on that season, to be honest. Corner for City, early doors in the second half here. Cleared away. Yes. But yeah, those were the good days. That was my best ever cinema experience anyway. And that was because my dad picked me up after the game without me even knowing, walking out. Just watched the film, already on a bit of a high, and then bang, we're going to Old Trafford now. Hey! Everyone's a winner, baby. All the games have now kicked off in the second half, by the way. We're on the way, people. So get your comments in if you're watching a certain game. We are concentrating mainly on Crystal Palace and Manchester City because they're the closest to us in the league. That's how we're doing Rival Watch. We pick out the games, well, covering everything else, of course, and the scores are out at the bottom of your screen on the side there as well, and the live tables there with you as well, courtesy of our partnership with Stream Builder. Thank you to them again for all of the side graphics and everything. Oh, Wharton almost pulling strings there. Second chance. He's just involved in absolutely everything, Wharton. Cal says in the chat, I remember going to watch the original Twister about 6 times at the cinema when I was a kid. I did the same with Jurassic Park, I'm sure. The original Jurassic Park was 93. Oh, God, that makes me feel old. 1993. Wow, United won the league that year as well. What a great year. But yeah, I mean, mate, about 6 times. 6 times, Carl, I went and watched it. It was brilliant. Few early problems again for City here at Selhurst Park, by the way. Good start from Crystal Palace. Oh, they've stole it high again. Wharton. Shots off the post from Wharton. Oh, I don't know why I'm cheering this guy on so much. It's like we've already signed him as a United player at the moment, but he is taking the absolute pee out of Manchester City. He has had Gonzalez in his back pocket. He has made him look like an absolutely average championship player today, Wharton. He's brilliant. Off the post, Donnarumma beaten. Brilliant from him. Unfortunate again that Palace just cannot hit the bleeding target. Damn it. DJ, fond memories of them movies. Yeah, mate. God. Good. So, Batman, 1989 in the theatre. Oh, good one, Gun Rage. That is a good one. Nicholson, absolutely brilliant. I still think Michael Keaton is the best Batman, by the way, which tells you exactly how old I am. Anyone with me on that? Keaton, best Batman? You can forget about bleeding. Don't get me wrong, I love Val Kilmer as an actor. I love him as an actor, but Batman was a definite fail. George Clooney, let's not even go there. My God, what a waste of time that was. That's when Batman really needed to reshape itself and go back to the dark Batman type films, which were better, miles better. I'm pretty certain it was Christian Bale after that, wasn't it? Another goal has gone in, by the way. Early doors in the second half. Callum Hudson-Odoi at the double. The Thomas Frank affair again. Oh, God, we got to love it. You got to love it, haven't you? And Sunderland are 1-0 up also in their game. And Nick Voltamede, is that a Voltamede own goal or is that a typo on my system here? I need to double check this. Wait a minute, because Sarah's gone through for Palace. Oh, just pull the trigger, man. What is wrong with this guy? He keeps on doing this. Just pull the trigger. Jeremy plays it over the top. Guardiola's treading treacle. He's through. And there's no reason to cut back. Just hit it. Right, lots going on. Need to double check. It is a Voltamede own goal. That's what is happening. It's 2-2 in the game against Aston Villa. What a first 5 minutes to the second half. 3 quick goals. Villa back in it. Morgan Rogers with the goal. 2-2 against West Ham. It's Sunderland 1, Newcastle 0, Forest 2, Tottenham 0. Spurs look done and dusted in that game. And it's still 1-0 Man City here in this one. But Palace are knocking on City's door. City trying to play out through Gonzalez again. He's lost the ball on the edge of his box again. He is shocking, that guy. Cross comes in. It's all over City's box here. And it's a header. It's straight at Donnarumma. Oh, big moments early doors in the second half. Goals in all of the games now. The derby between Sunderland and Newcastle, blue touch paper has been lit in that one. What have Newcastle got left? 2-2 at the Olympic Stadium between West Ham and Aston Villa. Villa again coming from behind for the second time in that game now. Can they now push forward and clinch it? I predicted 2-2 in the Aston Villa game, by the way. Unfortunately for me, the goals have gone in quite quickly and I think there's more goals in it. But yes, looking at everything. And you can see the table is updating on your screen as things carry on in these games. Reinders taken out by Richards in the box there, but nothing given. Good tackle. Yeah, good tackle from Richards. Got the ball clearly. Game is definitely opening up now here at Selhurst Park. Oh, that is a good tackle from Richards. That could have easily gone the wrong way there, and that would have been night-night. Game over for Palace. If you see me nodding my head, it's probably something that Adam Wharton's done. Bossing it. Ball out for Klein. He's done well to keep that in there and get any sort of cross. And City full-on panic. Havoc clearances at the moment, trying to just relieve the pressure. The confidence in which Crystal Palace are playing, the way they pass the ball around, as you can see why they are where they are. Like, Wharton's just lost the ball, but Mateta wins it back. Oh, and then I go and curse it. The easiest pass of them all to play there was a ball outside to Mitchell, and it's just been cocked up. Never mind. But at least the excitement is in now. And we have got so much going on in all of these games. If you have just joined us, welcome along to Rival Watch, everybody. We're covering 2 o'clock kickoffs this afternoon. All of them impact Manchester United in one way or another, starting with this one here between Palace and Manchester City. Palace obviously just above us in the league as well, so in a weird way we kind of need City to stop. A draw would be brilliant for us in this game. City winning at the moment, obviously City are just above us. And then you move down to the next game, which is obviously Nottingham Forest beating Spurs, stopping Spurs coming above us as well, because if Spurs won, they'd have taken us in the league. Then you're looking at Newcastle. They could have done the same, but they're losing. But that does mean that Sunderland have now gone above us in the league also with that. So that's changed the look of the league table. And West Ham holding Aston Villa, who we play next week, and of course are up there in third at the moment. We could go within 3 points of Aston Villa if we win at Bournemouth tomorrow, and then could potentially take them if we beat them at Villa Park, potentially. And I'm saying potentially because obviously we've still got to play them two games yet. This is the problem I have here. I get all excited about what happens in the other games, thinking that Manchester United are going to do their job when there is no proof that they are going to be able to do that. Not against Bournemouth anyway. But we will be at Old Trafford tomorrow. You will be seeing my reaction to the game again. Again, nothing I can do with the kickoff times. If it is late, it's late. Oh, God, Pep's at it again on the sidelines here. Full-on conflab and conversation here with Oliver Glasner. You can see Oliver Glasner's like looking at him, smiling like, mate, just chill out. Like, what are you talking about, mate? You can see it. Header from, like, Gonzalez there, just drifted straight into Dean Henderson. Fourth official now shoving Pep Guardiola to the side. Get back in your own technical area, you crazy man. Tell you what, quick 10 minutes to kickstart these second halves. You can see at the bottom of your screen now all of the latest goals gone in. Second half goals for Sunderland, Forest and Aston Villa so far in them games. At least the games are actually exciting for us as well now. To do with another couple of goals in this game though. I've got a feeling there is a goal coming in this Palace game. Oh, and it could be coming in a minute. Oh, Reinders is through. This will be game over. It's a good save from Dean Henderson. He had Haaland to square it too. He's made the right choice there. He's gone for the shot. I'd have done that. I think any forward would have done that. It's a good save from Dino. He has kept Palace in this. City trying to pass the energy out of Crystal Palace now, I would say, is the game plan. Tire them out. Easier said than done, though. And Palace win it back again. Come on, Palace. So, Sunderland push into 7th ahead of Manchester United now by a point. Obviously, United can take that spot back and move up to 5th as it stands with the results going the way they are at the moment. I could do with West Ham holding out against Aston Villa. That's a big one for us. Nice play in the midfield from Crystal Palace. They've not got the end product. Jerke's done well there down the right wing for City. Oh, there's 2 over for City here. Oh, Foden can't control it. I'm not laughing, honestly. I'm not. It's all right, me being this happy and upbeat watching all of these games. Got United to get through yet. So I've got to get all of my kicks and everything out of the way and all of my laughing and joking out of the way now before we go to Old Trafford tomorrow because I'm scared. Go on, go on. Jeremy, is this his moment? Plays it back to Wharton, who sends it over the top. They just cannot hit the target, this team. Oh, I'd be absolutely freaking livid. Diaz passes it in through the midfield, and of course it's Adam Wharton who then intercepts, carries it forward, plays in Jeremy. He lays it back to Wharton on the edge of the box, and he snatches at it really there. He shouldn't have done. He shouldn't have been shooting there. He should have been passing it on. I think that's poor judgment from Wharton there. He's done everything else right, except that final shot there. Game is definitely opening up, though. Chances at both ends now. There's definitely a goal coming. There has to be. It cannot continue level this game. Palace. Oh, Mateta. Blocked. Oh, nice. Oh, they've won it back. That's going to be a free kick. No, they've played on. It's Mateta again. And that is advantage played and chance gone. They should have pulled it back for the free kick. Big up to you as well, Stephanie. Palace can't finish, Tim. No, mate, honestly, I don't know what's wrong with Crystal Palace. They cannot. They refuse to pull the trigger at the right times as well. City look tired. City look really tired at the moment. They're giving the ball away for fun. I just said they were trying to pass the energy out of Crystal Palace. As soon as I said that, City have just gone into meltdown mode. They keep giving the ball away. Palace need to score now. Otherwise, City will get them on the break. They're going to rue the chances that they've missed. In fact, in terms of Crystal Palace and their attempts, in terms of the official stats, it's 10 attempts to 4 in favour of Crystal Palace this game. They've hit the target 3 times, though, unfortunately. And just so you know, the difference between teams right at the top and them's just on the peripheral. Manchester City, 4 shots, 4 on target, 1-0. It's clinical. That's the difference. If you don't score, you end up being punished. Crystal Palace are an advertisement for that today. They should be at least level in this game. The way the results are going right now, it's absolutely destroying my my bet, I think, as well. Don't think I stand a chance with where we're at. At the moment, anyway. I need a lot more goals in this game for me to be anywhere near where we need to be. A few tackles flying in here. Tired legs, tired minds. This is what we said would happen. Shirkey's just been sent to the cleaners there. And that's a yellow card. Kamada's actually had a really good game. First of all, great tackle from Gehi. Comes in from behind but wins the ball on Nunes. Yeah, that's a foul on the yellow card. It's just like non-shell pass. Ball comes through, Shirkey plays it in front, and Kamada's coming in that quick. It's either like, do a stop and take a crap yellow card, because there's no way of stopping his momentum, or do we just go in and try and probably hurt him a little bit more and go full bore and then just really earn my yellow card? And he's gone and earned it. Mateta has been brought off for Nketiah now. I don't know about that one from Glasgow. There's still 30 minutes to go here. And if I had to choose between Nketiah and a tired-looking Mateta, I would still go with the strong man who can hold it up and bring in the midfield into play. I don't know. Like, look, I may look to be maybe made to look a fool here by saying this, but I think Glasgow has just taken a big threat out of this Crystal Palace side. Well played, Matt Gay. He's just done some kick-ups on the sideline there with 2 City players around him just so he can flick it up and kick it over his head and clear it. What a player. What a player. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that substitution. I think that's really weakening. And I don't care if Mateta's a bit tired. He could have lasted at least another 10 minutes and give Crystal Palace a chance. Let's see if I'm right. I just don't see him having any effect anywhere near what Mateta would in this game. Mateta's just been bullying that Man City backline. Sunderland definitely on top and battering Newcastle at the moment. Poor, you'd be absolutely devastated as a Newcastle fan right now. It just looks like from the start, Newcastle have just definitely, I don't know what the right word, like I've said it before, like giving too much respect to Sunderland, but defensively they've done it. Looks like Kamada's done a hammer. He's holding his hamstring after he's landed there. And that's Kamada out the game as well here for Crystal Palace. Will Hughes is coming on. Oh, just like that, Crystal Palace had just lost a couple of key players there, and that might have just given the momentum back to Man City. I mean, it could be worse. Could be a Spurs fan. Oh, good God. Just a replay back of the Haaland goal from the first half. Bullet header into the corner. The great goal. It's too easy for him to pull off Richards and bury that. But that's the difference again. Pep's got a chance now to have a team talk on the side of the pitch. Palace are a couple of players down. And dare I say it? Oh, it looks like this is falling into City's hands a little bit here. Please keep the likes coming in on the video, please, everybody, if you're enjoying the content and the Sunday afternoon entertainment. All the 2 o'clock kickoffs we've got covered here as well. Sadly, I can't cover the Leeds and Brentford game for you all as well. I'm out for a meal after this game, and I will see what content is out and about later on. I'll keep you updated as well on everything that's going on around Manchester United. We'll keep you in the loop on what's going on anyway. And we'll put a video out or do any sort of content later on this evening as well. But yeah, just stay tuned. Make sure that you have subscribed to the channel as well. And press that bell notification to be updated when the content drops. It's the most important part. It's free and it helps the channel out as well. Helps us grow, and obviously you guys then are up to date with everything that's going on as well. So yeah, please do hit that subscribe button and bell notification, because we will have content coming up. It's going to be a busy old day tomorrow as well, starting with the 8 o'clock morning show. All of the updates from part 2 of Ruben Amorim's press conference. Possibly updates as well on who might actually be fit and available AFCON player wise, and obviously Benjamin Sesko's injury as well. Matt Gay's tried to take Haaland on there, lost it, but then had enough about him to recover and still play it back. Time's ticking here for Palace. They're going to have to start taking a couple more risks. Unfortunately, that is going to open the game up for Manchester City. Still no goals in the last 10 minutes. The last goal to go in was on 50-minute mark. So we've not had a goal for nearly 20 minutes in all of the games. And if you are just joining us, that is the live league table up on your screen right now as well, everybody. So that is as it stands with the results as they stand now. Manchester United down in 8th because Sunderland are leading in their game against Newcastle. So they have leapfrogged us at the moment. But Manchester United, as things stand, can comfortably move into 5th place with a win tomorrow against Bournemouth. We've got to get there yet, and there's a lot that can happen. Phil Foden, 2-0 Man City. I did call it. I said it was on the card. I said it was coming. And West Ham have just taken the lead again against Aston Villa. What is going on? 2 goals in 2 games. Phil Foden, edge of the box, keeps his good run going. Manchester City, 2-0 up, home and hose now, you would think. Again, I called the substitute. There just seems to be a presence missing up front now. Shirkey running through, lays it into Foden on the edge, who lets go with his left foot. No chance for Dean Henderson. And it is good night Vienna, surely, for Crystal Palace now. City closing the gap on Arsenal to the 2 points again. And without really doing much, are cruising in this game. I pointed the fact out before as well, which was that you have to be clinical in these games. Crystal Palace have outshot Manchester City by... They've doubled Manchester City's attempts on target. West Ham are not in front. It looks like a goal has been disallowed in that game, so it's still 2-2. I've just seen it pop up on my screen and then disappear again. So I'm guessing that's a VAR decision against West Ham. I'll double check that. But yeah, just to go on the stat side of things again, looking at it, I just need to bring it back up because I'm pretty convinced that is 100% for Manchester City in terms of shots and shots on target. Crystal Palace, 11 shots, 3 on target. More than in this game and should have at least scored a goal. Manchester City, not at their best by any stretch of the imagination. 5 shots, 5 on target, 2-0 up. That's why they're second. This is the top end of the league. This is what you're up against. Unfortunately for Crystal Palace, not had it today. And City have taken it. So, it's a crap saying, isn't it? It is what it is, but it literally is. It's all down for United now. It's like Kaz just messaged me then. We better flipping win tomorrow night now. Well, as it stands, City are doing us a kind of favour. We're not in the title race and we're never ever going to be. And City beating Palace right now, in terms of that league table, as you can see, it drops Crystal Palace's goal difference down dramatically, which was a lot better than ours. And it stops them in their tracks on 26 points. So if United do win tomorrow against Bournemouth, we will be in 5th, level on points with Chelsea in 4th. And as it stands still, because Aston Villa are still drawing into the last 20 minutes now at West Ham, we would be only 3 points off Aston Villa going into that game at weekend. Just a scenario I want to put out there right now for United fans. If we beat Bournemouth and then beat Villa, we would leapfrog Villa and actually be 3rd in the league come next weekend. That's, of course, if Chelsea don't win as well. See, you thought I'd actually forgot about Chelsea there, didn't you? I've not. I'm trying to be positive. Everything else I'm really comfortable and happy with. The way that everyone else is playing in the league, it's great. And all these games we're watching before United play, week in, week out, because of our stupid schedule and playing Monday night every week. But everyone does everything that they need to do just to give United that perfect opportunity. And at the moment, wow, the results this weekend having a definitely favoured Man United. If Villa stay 2-2 with West Ham, what a result that is for us. Sunderland, I'm not particularly too concerned about. I think they'll fall away because they're losing half of their team come the AFCON. Probably still trying here as well. What was my bet on this? So I'll tell you what my bet was now on my side bet on this game that we're watching right now. I had game drawn, which is kind of dead. Phil Foden to score, Erling Haaland to score. I've got both of them. And over 3 goals in the game. I don't see Palace coming back into this. So I'm just I'm cashing out. I'm going to take a small win on that one. Not much in it. I'll take the small win, but there's no way Palace are pulling this back, and I'll end up losing it anyway. So I'll cut my losses there. I'll take the tiny little profit on that one. Could have been better. Palace could have made a comeback, and I would have been quite a lot of money, to be honest. Quite a lot of money up, but nah, it's not going to happen. It ain't going to happen. And I'm going to lose my other bet of all the home wins because Crystal Palace are not going to come back into this one. So, not too bad, not too bad. But would have been better. And if Palace had their shooting boots on, my God, I'd have been absolutely quids in today. Quids in. Right, let's get some comments in. What's everybody saying? City are cruising this now, people. I think we can safely say that. Sunderland sitting deep here. Not a good tactic. Ooh, looks like Newcastle are pushing on, according to Graham. I've actually really enjoyed the Palace City game, though, because Palace should have had more out of this. David says 3-1 tomorrow. Cunha and Mbumo and Casemiro for him. 2-1 to United, says Rodders as well in the chat. Don't care how, don't care who scores, as long as United win and get the points. I think there's a lot of Man United fans agreeing with that one at the moment. Look, I've already made my prediction of 1-1 tomorrow for United. It pains me to do it as well. I'm doing it not so much in the reverse psychology, but I promised myself after they did what they did against West Ham that I will not allow myself to get overly excited. I will talk about it, and I will break everything down that can happen. But inside, I'm going to be completely honest with myself and just say it as it is. Is Sesko back? Is a question from the Dark Knight Rises in there. At the moment, it looks like it's a no. The food poisoning that Ruben Amorim was talking about after the press conference on Friday looks like it has ended his chances of playing. Sully came out before saying it's more likely that he'll miss the game now. Isn't the big problem as such, and he still might make the bench yet, I don't know, but it's not a massive problem for United because I don't think he would have started anyway, and it's the last game for Mbumo, so it's going to be, hopefully, Mount, Mbumo and Cunha as the front three. Zirk will come on, have an impact, potentially, maybe Mainu as well. Your middle three will, of course, be Bruno, Casemiro, Dalot and Ahmad either side. Ahmad will definitely play in this game because of AFCON again. And then it's take your pick, really, on the back three. I think he has to play Heaven. I've said this before. He's got to play Heaven for his height. And then you're looking at one of Leach, Shaw, Yoro, Mazraoui. Will he play Mazraoui? I think he might. I actually think it's going to be Mazraoui, Shaw and Heaven again. I think that's what he'll start it with. And obviously, Senna in goal. And away we go. Anyway, into the last 15 minutes of all of the Sunday games. It's a bit tight. Games could go either way at the moment, apart from Manchester City's here against Crystal Palace, because obviously now 2-0 up and cruising. 3-0 Forest, I've just seen pop up on my screen. Is that right? It is. Sangare has made it. Spurs, you got to love him. You got to love the Spurs, haven't you? 3-0 to Nottingham Forest. Oh, good God, that team. Oh, Thomas Frank, welcome to the big league, my friend. And welcome to the big league with a Spurs side. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. And Spurs' goal difference, which was really good, has taken a massive hit recently. Now down to +4. Manchester United can actually move, what does it work out? 6 points clear of Spurs now. So the gap is widening. And if United do take the opportunity tomorrow, and again, it's a big if, there is a little bit of a gap appearing from the chasing pack. So how tight it was between, say, 12th, 11th and 10th up to 5th place, starting to get a little bit further apart now. And when we look at it, as it actually stands, so let's just say Spurs on 22, Brighton on 23. They're 10th and 11th. Up to Crystal Palace on 26. Manchester United will replace Palace with 28 points. And you can see that gap starting to get bigger and bigger now between the chasing pack. So important again, but what a result again. That is a brilliant return for Sean Dyche after that poor defeat to Everton last time out. So they've wiped out that negative goal difference there. Spurs, I said they'd lose. I tell you what, I'll go through my predictions again. I said this before, but these were all of my predictions for this weekend. I do this show on Football Talks. Make sure that you do subscribe to our other channel as well, everybody. Soon to be having a bit of a rebrand, by the way. Forgot to mention that. But these were my predictions for the weekend, and I've got them written down, so you can't say that I've not. And I've already done a show on it yesterday on Football Talks, so you know I'm right with what I say here. Chelsea 2, Everton 1. That was 2-0 to Chelsea. I went 1-1, Liverpool and Brighton. Got that wrong. I said Fulham would beat Burnley 2-1. I got the result right. Slight difference in the score. Oh, Villa have scored. Bam! Damn it, Hammers, what are you doing? Ignore the video printer, everybody. It's not 0-0. It is Morgan Rogers by the sounds of it. Let me just double check this. Oh, God. I'm not even going to tell you my results now because that's just ballsed it all up. But it is Aston Villa 3, West Ham 2. They've come from behind. I tell you what, Emery's side, as much as it pains me to say this right now, Emery's side have got some staying power, haven't they? God, that's them right. Okay, so Villa are now 3 points again. So the top three, as it stands, have all won this weekend. Chelsea have also won. So top four have won. Palace are losing here right now. So Palace are going to lose ground this weekend now. But yeah, that result there, that's just boosted. Hughes, box, chance for Palace. Again, shocking finishing. Sarr, blocked. No, it's just not happening for him. It isn't happening for him. So the Premier League as it stands right now, Villa have just cemented their place in the top four, 33 points. Like I said, the gap now to fifth place is 7 points. So that can be obviously closed if United beat Bournemouth, but this is the gap that I'm starting to get on about. You can see it on your screen there now as things stand. Palace in fifth to Aston Villa in third. That gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger now. So that is currently stood at 7 points. 5 points between third and fourth. If United win, then they're in level with Chelsea. United have got to be looking at that fourth and fifth place in the league, I think. That's what we've got to be looking at. I don't know if it's a good thing for United that Villa are actually in this much form. We usually tend to do better when teams are playing better and surprise teams, which is why I'm worried about Bournemouth tomorrow as well. Then looking at that in terms of the table, Newcastle really missing out today. If they cannot pull anything back against Sunderland, that will be a bad result for Eddie Howe's side. And Newcastle will be, if United win, Newcastle will then be 6 points off the Champions League places. Of that, just looking at a few different permutations. Forget Spurs, they're gone. Pathetic. Brighton dropping off. Bad results for Everton, obviously, yesterday as well, being in form. Great results today so far. Sunderland, probably the most important result for them after their form recently. Can Palace make a game of this? Nope. Cross comes to nothing and City can bring it away. I think he did well in taking a little cash out there on this game anyway. There's no way that Palace can bring this back to 2-2, and I don't see there being any more goals in it. Not enough to go to 4 goals, which would have made my bet even better. A bet. I've had a great old time on the old watch-along this afternoon, no? Been a load of fun. Carl's comment there in the comment section on Rodgers. Man, that guy has gone on to a whole new level this season, hasn't he? How good is he right now? And you can see why he's ahead of, well, you look at it right now, just for the England World Cup factor, everybody. Are Phil Foden and Morgan Rogers ahead of Jude Bellingham? Good effort from Nketiah there. Another save for Donnarumma. Most of the shots from Palace have been right at Donnarumma. Still got to stop him, though. Are Phil Foden and Morgan Rogers and Cole Palmer? Let's not forget, that's Rogers, Palmer and Foden have all scored this weekend. They've got to be ahead of Jude Bellingham now. I don't care how good you think Jude Bellingham is. These players are better than Jude Bellingham at the moment. Surely that's where everyone's at. And don't get me wrong, I don't ever want to blow smoke up Phil Foden's ass. But when it comes to England, I'm starting Rogers. And then you're pushing Cole Palmer on it. It's Rogers and Palmer for me. They're the two 10s for England. If you're going to play a 4-2-3-1 for England, the team quite clear. I mean, you could look like what you're looking at in the defence for England. Gehi, Konza. Is Stone's going to be fit? Is Maguire going to come back? That's what you're looking at really there, isn't it? And fullback wise for England, well, you can take your pick out of a few, really, can't you? James is in there as well. You got to look at, obviously, Miles Skelly as well. He's a decent option for England at fullback. Throw a few more fullbacks at me as well for England. But defence-wise, that's where you're at. Obviously, it's going to be Pickford in goal. You're holding two midfielders, Elliot Anderson and Declan Rice. That's got to be your go-to. Bellingham doesn't get in the team. Bellingham makes the bench at best for England right now in the way he's playing. I'm sorry. Because it's Rice and Elliot Anderson. Wide, I mean, my God, like, take your pick. Jared Bowen scores today. He's an option out wide. You got Saka, who got the assist for the late goal last night. Obviously, Saka's going to play as well. You could have Jack Grealish from Everton in there. Marcus Rashford could play in there, obviously, with his form this season as well. I said Eza, didn't I? I'm pretty certain I said Eza. He's there as an option. Eza can even play at 10. And you got Harry Kane and Ollie Watkins as your main strikers. Yeah. That's it. My starting lineup would be them two in holding midfield. Chance. Yeah, he scrambling. No, not happening. So, yeah, I'd have Rice and Elliot Anderson. I'm starting Morgan Rogers. I think he deserves it. Morgan Rogers in at 10. And then Kane, striker, number 9. Eza one side. Saka the other. Can you do that? Are you allowed to have two Arsenal players in? You know what I mean by that. They'll claim that they've won the World Cup, that fan base, if they have two players playing in it. Yeah, I think that's a strong side. Honestly, on paper, England's midfield and forward line, phenomenal. I'm worried about the defence. The only side of it that I'm concerned about. Bit of pressure here from Crystal Palace in the last 5 minutes. Good work from Hughes. Cross comes in. It's all a little bit too little too late. And a mistake. Oh, no. And Savino is running through, clear on goal. He rounds the keeper. He's taken down. It's going to be a penalty. And Haaland is going to have a chance to make it his second of the afternoon. Henderson gets booked. It's poor from Palace. And City are going to wrap things up here comfortably. Savino just runs through the middle of Crystal Palace after some indecisiveness. After Palace were on the attack as well. Ball drops here. Jeremy is looking at, it looks like Mitchell there. None of them go for it. Savino runs right through him, runs the whole length of the pitch. Goes around Henderson. Henderson sticks an arm out. It is a definite penalty. Henderson's in the book. And Haaland's going to make it 3-0. If it had clung on to my bet, it might have lasted. It might have gone up a little bit. Because it's free. It wouldn't have mattered. Because I need to get 4 goals in the game. and it needs to be a draw. So I've made the right choice. I've made the right choice. Let's quickly just keep an eye on the other games as well. Into injury time very, very soon in all of the games. Haaland is on the spot, ready to make it. Haaland at the double. Crystal Palace's goal difference is taking a little bit of a beating here as well right now, which is good because this will be +5 for Palace now. So good for Manchester United on this side of things. Erling Haaland, is this goal 18 in the Premier League now if he scores this? Slots it home. 3-0 Manchester City. And as, well, comfortable, uncomfortable afternoon as you're ever going to get. 2 3-0 wins in a row for Manchester City against, on paper, what looked like very tough opposition in Sunderland and Crystal Palace. If my money was going anywhere on the league title right now, I hate to say this, but I'm looking at Arsenal, I'm looking at City, and City just looked like the better side. They look more accomplished, more settled, more balanced. And unfortunately for the Gunners and everybody else, it doesn't look good at all. I'll tell you what, the game coming up between City and Arsenal, that is going to be a massive one. Arsenal are on the brink of just complete collapse at the moment, in my opinion, and I just don't see them. I don't see them having the mental strength to come back from it. It looks like City are sending on their AFCON contingent now. Mamouche and Aït-Nouri are coming on for them. Crystal Palace. Looking at it again, league table wise now. Again, we said it though, didn't we? Like Crystal Palace after the international break, after the European weeks, have always struggled this season. And City are more accustomed to this. I know City played in Madrid, but City are more accustomed to this double game week type of football. And yeah. Nico Lewis is on. Aït-Nouri is on, and Omar Mamouche on the pitch. Scores as they stand, everybody, at the moment here at Crystal Palace. 3-0 to Manchester City. Forest are 3-0 up against Spurs. Sunderland still leading Newcastle into injury time in all of these games now. We are on to, in the Sunderland game, how much injury time is being played there. Let me just double check. It's not actually come up and stated it on my... 4 minutes of added time for Newcastle to pull it back there. 5 minutes here, we're already well into that. In terms of we're 3 minutes in to injury time at the City ground. And I don't think there was much given there, to be honest, in terms of injury time. Let me just check. No, that game is coming to an end now. Aston Villa at West Ham, still 3-2 up in that game. 93rd minute being played right now. Morgan Rogers almost hitting a hat-trick in that game. He's absolutely flying. What a player. Almost done and dusted, everybody. Again, though, I'll say it one more time. Crystal Palace today are not a 3-0 defeat. If they take their opportunities, again, it's the saying, isn't it? If you don't score, you get punished in the Premier League. I just want to bring up that stat again because I think that pretty much is 100% shot ratio for Manchester City. Let me check. Yeah, Crystal Palace have had 16 attempts on goal. Manchester City have had 6, and City are 3-0 up. 6 shots, 6 on target for City. Crystal Palace should have had so much more out of this game, and I'm sure in the interview afterwards, Oliver Glasner will be saying exactly the same. I actually think that even Pep Guardiola, it's easy when you win to say these sort of things, though, isn't it? But he will say that Crystal Palace probably deserved a little bit more out of this game as well. Anyone watching will say the same thing. Lawrence has said Newcastle should donate 5th place to us so they can perform in the league next year. No midweek adventures. Newcastle, like last season, struggling big time with 2 games a week. They'll be really disappointed, Newcastle fans, today with that performance from them in that game. Sunderland needed that win, though. Their form was dipping. Games coming to an end now. We'll let you know as each one finishes up as well. I think the Forest game has now finished. It is 3-0 result in for Nottingham Forest. Our latter stages now for Newcastle. And literally into the last minutes at the Olympic Stadium as well now. So games finishing up. Not the worst. It would have been absolutely perfect for United if West Ham had have held on to that 2-2 draw. But not to be. Good results for United today so far. In a weird way, City beating Crystal Palace has opened up the Champions League space for us. Spurs getting battered by Nottingham Forest is good. That means Spurs stay below us now and we can really make some room between us and them. Aston Villa almost got done, which would have been the perfect afternoon really for United. Newcastle are completely out of the Champions League race at the moment. They're in real peril. Down there in 12th right now on 22 points. United can be 6 clear of Newcastle. And that game at Old Trafford becomes a big game as well, doesn't it? On Boxing Day. United versus Newcastle. This is where United need to be taking advantage. And this is what I've always said at the start of the season. With no European games, United have to double down on this opportunity this season. There's no space. There's hardly any breaks for the Champions League and European teams anymore. The actual schedule does not help anybody. Right, that looks like it is pretty much it all around the board. Looking at my screen here. Final whistles are blowing. City have won 3-0. That game is done and dusted. I know I'm slightly behind here, so I'm just going to say that this game is over. I'm pretty convinced it's over. I'll double check on my phone now to make sure. Surely this Aston Villa game is over as well now. Got to be. Full time. Villa win, City win, Nottingham Forest win. These games all finished now. The only one that's not officially got the final whistle is the Sunderland versus Newcastle game. But we are deep into the 6th minute of injury time now, and we've only been allotted 4 minutes. So that game has to also be over now. We will just say that it is over in that one. And Newcastle looking at, I mean, the stats are embarrassing for Newcastle in that game. To only manage 2 shots on target, 6 shots in total. Sunderland went with a game plan of being tight and solid. They've got the clean sheet. They've only had 1 shot on target. That shot has gone in and that shot has counted, and it has got Sunderland the 3 points today. That is pretty much all of your results in on this Super Sunday so far. I've got a busy afternoon. I'll keep you up to date with everything that's going on with Manchester United later on, everybody. But that is our whole Super Sunday Rival Watch completed. Please pop a like on the video before you leave, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. Really enjoyed that. Great chats and great football. It was a good group of games there today. Thank you, everybody. Fantastic. I will see you all later on. Don't forget, hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell notification so you know exactly when the content's coming. Cheers for watching, everyone. I'll see you all later. Have a good Sunday afternoon.